Hey Taurus, welcome to your general love read. This is for August 24th through the 30th. And if you come upon it and it resonates today, that's when it was meant for you, all right? If it does resonate, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It's a beautiful way to give back some gratitude for me and to help me with the growth of the channel. It allows you to kind of contribute, okay? Almost to the greater good for the collective, all right? And as well, if this does resonate, in the description box are all of the links for me. So there's the link for the extended Patreon program where you pay just the small fee every month, which is US $5, and you get the access to all of the extendeds rather than paying for each individual extended. As well, there's the link if you feel so inclined to donate. I appreciate all of those donations for personal readings, although they do book up pretty quickly, but I do the personal readings a little bit more like I do the bonus readings. So I'm releasing a bonus for this week, and so if you go into the videos, you should see it. It will be released before this video, and then you can kind of see what that's a little bit more like. I use a variety of decks, and it's just all of the ways that I read have been given to me and gifted through spirit. I am an intuitive medium, and so I do have inner knowing as well as spirit guides that I communicate with. And so when I'm reading, you may not be seeing, okay, traditional tarot, and know that that's okay. And if it doesn't resonate for you in that way, that is also okay. All right, we all have choice. As well, roles can be reversed because this is a general reading and not a personal reading. And that I could be picking up on some sort of third-party energy. So I did a personal reading actually the other day, and I couldn't figure out why I kept seeing this person in a certain way, and it felt like it was the past kind of repeating itself. And as it turns out, it kind of was the past repeating itself because it was an ex from a while back that energy didn't get healed, coming back around, okay? So just know that third party doesn't have to mean somebody that's personally sitting right here, like in your space, interfering. It can be past beliefs, paradigms, right? So take that how it resonates. If you are new here, I start off the reading by pulling a card from my collective card deck here, Mindset Unicorn. It is a personally channeled deck that I created. And so that way, even if the reading isn't for you, you're getting something out of coming here and listening to me babble for a minute. After I pull this, I'll pull the intention and lay out the foundation, and then I'll go through all of that with you. All right? So let's get started, Taurus. And the possibilities of love. That's a lot. I will leave those at the bottom of the deck in case they want to come out, and just take the one that was turned upright, okay? You're really talkative today, Taurus. I see why. I see why. You're going through a mega transformation for a brand new beginning. Wow. This should be called the trifecta of transformation, all right? For the collective, you get breathe, okay? So the channeled message. Today, breathe in slowly and deeply, holding on to gratitude for the refreshing energies that revitalize your soul. Okay, I feel like you really needed to hear to have some gratitude, because what you're going through, this huge transformation, you're probably not feeling a lot of gratitude for it, okay? But I want you to see that the other cards that had popped out, okay, which is funny, okay, because I actually, I was guided to put 2 of my decks together for this week of the Mindset Unicorn. So you're being told to breathe, okay? Morning was one of the 3 cards that flipped over the other way. So underlying energy is that there's a new beginning for a wish that you have, okay, which may be something that you didn't even realize you were wishing for. Going through this as a time to harvest what you have done so much working on, sandwiched in with breathe. Now, as an energy worker, because I am a Reiki master, I do a lot of different energy modalities. When we sandwich something together, all right, that's what we do with distance energy, okay? We take the symbolism, we take the vibrations, and we put the energy and the frequencies of what we want to move through you in the most highest clearing ability, and we sandwich it in, okay, with the Reiki energy to kind of laser focus it to you wherever you are in the world, okay? And so I feel like that's really important to someone for me to really clarify, okay, that the new day, the wish that you are harvesting is all being sandwiched in by breathing, okay? So I feel like you need to make sure that you're having that gratitude, holding that gratitude, that you are definitely breathing through whatever is transforming within you. And that's going to help laser focus your energy. All right, because what you get here for the intention is, okay, completion of a cycle here. So this is coming into that harmony where you can now heart space, mind space come together to open up and vocalize. Okay, that's that vibration, that frequency, and vocalize what you truly desire. Where in the past, you may not have been able to do that, not just because maybe your throat chakra was stuck a little bit, but also because you were clearing things, okay? There's this energy of you as an inner child, okay, feeling like you cannot reach and attain what you desire, okay, feeling like you are being kept away from where you are meant to be. There could be some fear of success. There could be some self-sabotage that this energy brings up, where you lock yourself out, not just the world, all right? This is you locking yourself out of what is yours, where you desire to be. You see yourself as an outsider. And so when something comes along and you have an intense desire for it, you are reminding yourself and you're saying, oh no, I'm not worth that. Or everyone leaves, or it's not for me, okay? All of these feelings coming up. And so you just look at it from afar. But you're going through this tower moment to heal that, okay? Going through that tower energy to release that energetic, like, thunderstorm, okay? That does not need to be within you any longer, because this overwhelming, okay, overall energy is that you are removing your mask, you are getting rid of that burning toxic lava within your emotions, okay, and freeing yourself for this rebirth. In the past, it felt like the actions you wanted to take were an uphill battle. Like you could never quite attain that true and pure happiness. And a lot of that was due to a lot of this ego, unserving, not your own energies that kept popping up and again. Remember that what we pick up as children, and sometimes I call some of the wounds that we have, they're womb wounds, where your mother was dealing with things, of course, the whole time they're pregnant, they're dealing with life and ego, and they're frustrated or anxious, and we feel that energy, and then we say, oh, well, I'm going to resonate with that energy because, well, that must be mine because I just feel it all the time. All right? But it's not. You have to release those things. Current energy, trying to really decide, okay, what is the direction that I need to go? What is my true wish? What am I really harvesting here? Okay? You know what it is. And I say harvest because, all right, it's the only real organic sort of plant-based, I should say, because it could all be kind of organic matter, but it's the only sort of plant-based material here. You could eat an olive branch, I guess, if you truly desired. But it is that you maybe have not been open to wishing for this person out of fear that they will reject you and that they mean so much to you that you don't want to deal with that kind of rejection. But you're aware now that really is what you want, desire, and want to create, okay? Okay, you're doing this so that you can do this. You're doing this work so that you can be reborn, okay? So that you can rise up from that space where you've been holding yourself at and open up to a whole new energy. So let's clarify this and see a little clearer what's going on. Okay, this person balances you and you truly want them to see your value. You really want them to see this, okay? They come across as a very passionate individual, okay? This is the person that could sell ice cubes to Eskimos, all right? And like, I feel like I'm really being drawn here to this idea of this, like, eyes that are kind of staring at me, that this person, like, they look in your eyes and you just kind of, blah, 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 okay? This person, I feel like every time they come around, there's this energy that they're giving to you, they're gifting to you, and it's very loving, and yet you question their love. You question if it's actually meant for you, and if this is something meant to be. There's definitely some sort of difference between the two of you. There could be an age difference. You could live at a distance from each other. But it's almost like a inability to believe that this person's connection with you could be something more than what is seen at face value. Okay, there is someone that is a soulmate in your life, okay, with Two of Cups here. And I feel that you've learned a lot from this person. And there's a lot of love that you actually have for this person. But they don't bring you to a higher level like this other individual does, okay? They don't bring you to this higher level where you are impacted like at a cellular basis, where just being around them, you are doing more for yourself and creating more than you do when there is a separation, when you are apart. And you do not want to focus on this, and you do not want the drama, and you try to put it aside, and it doesn't work. And so in the past here, I feel like you just determined this is not going to happen, okay? This person doesn't feel this way. I don't feel this way. And it was Instead of you weren't actually pouring the cup out, okay? You weren't actually doing that. You were just restricting on the energy. You were just disallowing it to show up and create anything for you. There is still a little bit of pain left here, all right, with this decision moving forward to this person. I feel like you have to leave things behind. 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. You do have to leave behind, and it could just be the old paradigm of what you think that love and family and relationship is supposed to mean. And so in your head, you keep going over everything in the past. Like you are, why didn't this work? Why did this work? Why didn't this work? Why would this work? What did I do then? How did I ruin this? Like there's all of these thoughts in your head from the past where you keep trying to find like solid, stable answers and substance. It's kind of like sitting here and your body's just breathing and you're like, no, I want to like have a clear view into my body, watching my lungs. I want to see the mechanics. I want to see the neuro processes going on in my brain that's triggering this nervous system, reaction that's actually this functional body. And your body's like, dude, I just breathe. Okay? And it's not doing you any good. It's not helping you to make this choice. It's not finishing out these cycles. And it's a resistance, which is what we always get, okay, with the devil energy, is the resistance. It's like the one last attempt to not take off that mask and deal with the toxic environment within. Okay, rebirth energy here in the future, okay? Again, I feel like it is really about rebalancing yourself and releasing, okay, the old sort of paradigms of what you think about love and romance and family and commitment. And as you're working through this and you're realizing, as you're releasing these pasts, okay, releasing these endings, going through the cycles, you're realizing that love has more to do with stability than you have ever given it credit for. And that what you truly want is to open up your love for this person. What's interesting is that this person is having very similar paradigm experiences, okay, where they are not showing you, but they are suddenly getting this awareness that they're the ones stopping themselves from taking the steps forward into this happiness with this new beginning with you. And so, I mean, it's really a very divine, beautiful energy for you guys to realize that you're the ones stopping yourselves. No one else is in that energetic field but you. Okay? Okay, so the Emperor here, clarified by the Emperor. All right, your person may kind of act like they are just cool, calm, and casual, and they're not. Internally, they're quite a wreck. Okay, you see all of that passion within them, but what you don't get is what they are doing here is that they're trying to cycle, okay, this passion into actually creating, all right, actionable energy, because there's all of these wands, okay, all of this stuff within that's being brought up to them because of this love, this 10 of Cups that they have for you. Okay, I feel like this person, right, they keep giving you this love. All right, I've got really here. All right, I've got the Devil, and I do have this death energy, okay, which we have here, the Devil and death. All right, you can't accept what this person is giving you until you go through this process. It's just a like big clarification there for you, because you've got to heal your inner child and come back to this with a light energy. You have to come in with the cup that is brand new. You can't come after this with a old paradigm of love. You have to come at this from a very new, genuine, beautiful angle, and that's what you're getting, okay? I feel like again and again, there's something to do with 8. You may have experienced a loss at 8. You may have been married for 8 years, or maybe it's been 8 months since you met this person. There's something to do with 8. Their birthday could be the 8th. But the 8 here is really reminding me that, okay, there is this divine like geometry, okay, here, where you've had to cycle through all of this. You've had to bind yourself, okay, to all of this energy to, like, I feel like that you were trying to protect yourself. And so that's why it's been hard for you to go through this, is that you're unbinding, okay, all of this energy and all of these fears of coming together with someone instead of being alone. Okay, this past energy, okay, whoever this soulmate is that you are connected to, all right, there's this fear, okay, this fear, what if they are the special one? And for some reason, you just can't see it, okay? And you throw them away, and then you'll be like, oh no, how do I get them back if I throw them away? And so you just sit there in this stubborn energy, where you are analyzing everything as being truth and seeking out every reason that you can to not make this decision in order to move forward. I feel like sometimes you just wish that this love would just fade away, and that you could just release this truth, this knowing that you have about what this person means to you. But you can't, okay, because they just keep calling to you. You just keep feeling that pull towards them. And even if you are in a deep connection with someone else, there is this feeling that there is a deeper connection with this other person, all right? And you felt it for a very long time, because that is what made life so hard in the past, with this uphill battle, because you recognized that where you want to be, who you want to be with, that deep destined energy is not where you are anymore. And that's a very hard energy to deal with. Okay? And not very many people can stay in a commitment and connect with that person and that energy without almost like strangulation of the heart is what, you know, how it's being described to me. Okay, you really struggle. Part of this completion that you're going through right now, you really struggle with speaking your truth. Okay, you do not have you have a great ability to be actionable towards someone. Like, you can buy someone a great gift and it will be spot on exactly the gift that they are needing. Okay, like, you know, you can just, there you go. But having to tell someone how you feel and open up that connection, that is hard ass shit for you to do. Okay, and we've got the Ace of Swords and we've got the Ace of Wands. So you're having to work through this energy to figure out if you want to be with this person, if you want to have all of that energy come back, if you want to clear out this cycle, you have to learn to speak your truth. You have to learn what came out here in the intentions, okay? You have to find that harmony. All right. And so here you are. You've taken all that Tower energy, you've encapsulated it, and you're trying to just suppress everything and figure out what your next action is. And in truth, all you want to do is offer up love. All you want to do is speak your heart and offer up love. You just have to figure out how to do that. Okay, this future energy, all right? What you wish for. You have a lot of different paths, okay, that you can take. And that's what you have to get really, really focused on what it is that you truly desire if you want it to manifest. All right, and then you have to release. You have to unroot yourself, not just from your past, not just from this, whatever this soulmate that you've learned lessons from. Okay, you've got to release yourself from the expectations that this person will give to you what truly they've already given. Okay, but you have to release that and get it out of your head if you want to move forward. And so I almost see you staying up at night here, all right, trying to figure this out. That which is hidden, okay, right, is what you fear. And that which is hidden, okay, here is that you think, all right, your heart will be broken. And here we've got the Queen of Swords, right? There's this energy of pain, suffering, coldness, not having the love, heart being broken, entangled in this forevermore, and then not even being able to connect with this person because now you've opened yourself up. That energy right there, that's the true Tower, okay? That's the true broken, discombobulated, ridiculous energy that what is meant for you is not going to be for you. And that's what you have held on to. But I do feel, all right, new energy coming forward. with this rebirth. Rebirth right into a brand new beginning. Brand new leap forward out of the fog. Okay? Finding your strength, and what your strength is you and this person. This is the strength. This is the bond. This is what has been hidden. And by, right, bringing everything in, sandwich it, okay, with that beautiful, beautiful breath in and breath out, you're bringing together everything that is yours and that you desire. All right? Because I should tell you, we've got King of Pentacles over there, right? And Queen of Pentacles right here. Okay, the only way for this to come together is to, even in the coldest moment, okay, where you don't feel this person whatsoever, heart open. Because if you don't open your heart, you're going to instead go into the, they did this, they did that, there's nothing here for me, I can't move forward. Okay, because this outsider energy, that's what that Five of Wands is. Okay, that's where you are putting yourself in a space where you are not allowing yourself to move into this. All right, because this is your higher, this is your space, this is your love, your divine connection. And the longer that you remain trapped in deception, the longer you remain trapped and outside of where you want to be. Fish out of water. Okay? Until you accept, heal, and move on, fish out of water. You will remain trapped within this deception, and you will not bring it forward. Imagination. Let your dreams take flight. Okay? That's the space, that open chakra energy. Okay? That's that space. Allowing yourself to dream the highest dream of this person in meditation, in beauty, and then releasing those expectations. Okay? Because when you open all that energy out of your chakra and you're visualizing, okay, where it is that you and this person are going, all right? Because if you look there, there's two, that your intuition is open to it and you allow it, and then you don't chase it, then you just let it flow. Okay? Because that's the balance of this, the light and the dark. Okay? Yes, you're going through a lot of darkness here, transforming towers, okay, taking off the mask, getting rid of the toxic lava of your emotions, right, going through this rebirth. That's a lot of dark, but also a lot of light, because there isn't any dark if there isn't any light. If you wouldn't have connected with this person, if you wouldn't have opened your heart up to them, there would be none of this. That's the light. Okay, so you've got to find the balance, and the balance is focusing on the joy and the love, okay, and allow it to happen. Okay, she's holding a mirror. Your person is going through this too. All right, so allow yourself to understand that as you move forward. All right. So I'm going to move into the extended, see what's going on the flip side energy for your person, and I hope to see you there. Links in the description box. Bye.